Welcome back to our Teach Like a Champion technique series, helping teachers bring joy back into learning. Have you noticed that it is often the same learners who put their hands up or shout out to answer a question? Sometimes they know the correct answer, sometimes they don't. But it's easy to see that they are engaging with the learning content. What about the others? If they are not participating, does that mean they're not following, or trying, or even listening? There are many reasons why a learner might or might not want to answer a question. Maybe it's because they don't understand the work, or maybe they do understand, but they're shy, or bored, or afraid, or daydreaming. Teaching for learning means we're always on the lookout for evidence of what each learner does or doesn't understand. Raising or not raising a hand to answer questions doesn't count as reliable evidence. The only way to know for sure is to ask learners directly. We call this cold calling. What is cold call? It is when someone contacts you out of the blue. It's unexpected, so you have to think on your feet. The cold calling technique means calling on specific learners to answer a question, rather than expecting volunteers to raise their hands or shout out. Why use cold calling? This is mainly to check for understanding, to see how much specific learners understand the lesson content. Cold calling is far more effective than hand raising or class chorusing when everyone answers together, because you can tell exactly who understands the work and who doesn't. To get a general idea of the class's understanding, ask learners with different ability levels. Call on quieter learners who don't usually share their understanding or ask questions when they need to. This also encourages engagement and participation. Remember culture of error. Help learners regain their focus by calling on anyone who is daydreaming. Keep everyone on their toes by calling on anyone at any time, popcorn style. How to use cold calling. For this technique to work effectively, you must have a positive culture of error. Learners must feel that it's safe to make mistakes. Use it consistently so learners know that they must always be prepared to answer. Choose specific learners for a specific purpose. Give learners think time before asking for an answer. They can even write down the answer or discuss them in a turn and talk. Since we want every learner to think of an answer to the question, follow these 3 steps. Ask the question. Pause time to think. Say a name, cold call. Remember, the aim is to get every learner 100% to engage with the learning content, and then check how much each one understands. Use the cold calling to find out what individual learners do or do not understand. By using this technique consistently, learners know that they are expected to have their own answer ready in case they are called on. As a bonus, this technique keeps learners engaged and on their toes.